Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Merry Christmas Eve. At first, I was like, should I go live on Christmas Eve? Should I chill out and relax? Because it's not really much to get into. I was like, girl, go talk to your peoples, okay? A quick little chit chat, some good old ice water, okay? Some laughs, some criminal corner, and some foolishness is all that we need, okay? To start off the Christmas day, which is tomorrow. Okay, but again, a few things to get into. We'll be here for like an hour, and that's it. And then tomorrow I will be off, okay? But I will be back on Friday. But y'all know first things first, if you've not done so already, take a little second, make sure to like this video, okay? Subscribe to my channel. Y'all know that also comment in the comment section. It always helps. You know what I'm saying? And if you do not know, there's always other content up, so go watch any other videos I have done that is up on my channel. But today we have these couple topics, okay? Now look, I am here. Hey, how y'all doing? Hello, look, dashing through the snow in is it a one horse open sleigh? Oh, the fields we go, laughing all the way, ha ha ha. Okay, but again, we dashing through this holiday. Okay, it has been a long, insane year. Okay, it has been foolishness all up and through. Okay, but a good time can still be had when we chit chat about a few things just to take our minds off the fact that do we feel like Christmas? I promise y'all, I was like, I don't really feel like Christmas. I don't know if it's because it's been really warm recently. We have a crazy man in the White House. You know, everything is so expensive. I don't know. Okay, but either way it goes, we got hold on. Christmas and festivities is all we need to do today. Okay, and again, if you are watching live, thank you. Okay, if you're watching the replay, thank you too. Look, I just posted the live maybe I think like 2 hours ago. I posted I was gonna do a live or whatever. But if you're watching live, thank you. If you're watching replay, thank you too. I appreciate it either way. Again, happy hump day. Happy Christmas Eve. Okay, Merry almost Christmas and everything and whatever you celebrate, whatever is your thing, child, happy that to you. If you don't celebrate nothing, well then happy nothing day. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what some folks celebrate. I don't know. Okay, but again, happy holidays to everyone today. Okay, y'all, I drank that damn cut water yesterday. I was not. I had a headache. I was a little bit tired. I said, I need some water. I was like, no, ma'am. Mm-mm. No. And I now know if you're going to drink a cut water, a Long Island one, pour half in the cup. Get you some little Coke, okay, some Pepsi Coke, not no cocaine. Pour that in there, okay, it'll make it a little better. Okay, but again, happy birthday to him, Jesus, happy birthday to him, Jesus, happy birthday, dear Jesus, happy birthday to him, Jesus. Okay, um, uh, no. I don't have another one. I only had one because where I have been trying to get them myself. They weren't available in my area. Him had found some near him, and so but he know not to give me more than what I can handle, and so he said, "No, you got one. Okay, drink this one, and then if you like it, I'll get you a few packs of what." Now, okay, he got me. I've had that one in the refrigerator for like what, a week or two. Yeah, like a week or two. So again, I don't really. It's it's all kind of liquor in there. I promise you, vodka, white liquor, dark liquor. It's probably some brandy in there. It's some white Hennessy. There's some Douce in there. I think it's some Patron in there. It's a few bottles of wine in there. I have all the liquors. I just don't look that much. But again, happy Christmas to y'all. Okay. But again, we have a few things to get into. Okay. When I tell y'all I was trying to get a thumbnail, and I said to Jaylee, you have to work on this thumbnail. You have to get it early, okay? Because Erykah Badu don't have a lot of pictures for herself without some big ass hats, and a big ass hat take up a whole bunch of space. I said you have to look for a picture of Erykah Badu that you can use that'll fit in the colors. Oh, luckily I found this one, okay? And then I had to build it around that. Okay. But again, I do like this thumbnail. I very much so. Okay. Even though, you know what I'm saying, Lil Kim face look weird, but we're gonna have a discussion about Lil Kim face because she made it a topic. Okay, I didn't make it a topic. Lil Kim did. Okay, but again, we're gonna also get into some criminal things. We got a little criminal corner because I be on TikTok, y'all. I be scrolling on TikTok and I be watching all the police body cam video shot. I'm like, ooh, what part two at? What part three? Somebody found me her part four. I be watching that. I also be watching the Amazon people deliver packages. I don't know why it's so fun or relaxing. I won't say fun. It's very relaxing when I watch the Amazon people drop the packages off at the little door. It's so weird. It's so weird. Okay. But yeah, look, stay smiling all day. I had to work. I said I had three different pictures for Erykah Badu. I had three for Amanda. I had like two for Keisha Cole. Um, I was lucky enough to find both Puffy and Mike Tyson in a pink outfit. I said, child, not them with a pink outfit on at the same time. I said, oh, this was meant to be. This was meant to be, okay. But I love it y'all know I love it when I can get a color coordinated thumbnail when it can flow together. Okay, even I had to put on this one I had to put Ray J head on Suge Knight body. Okay, I had to cut Suge Knight head off and put Ray J head on there. Okay, but it made sense. Okay, when I can get a color coordinated thumbnail, girl, I feel good. I feel good, baby. I feel good all over. Girl, I'm in a good mood. Mainly because I am happy for it to be the end of the year. Okay. The only reason I did not use Kim's original face is because we'll look at that in a second. I didn't want to put her old face, the one she was born with, on here because she don't use that face no more. Okay, let me stop. Um, but yeah, the police videos. I really, y'all know I had planned to do a criminal corner, like a little watch along of the police videos. But the thing is, some of those police cam videos be like linked to other people's channels. And one time I posted one and I got flagged. I'm like, how I'm getting flagged for a goddamn police girl? It's the body cam video. Ho. But this week, because again, I'm off work until the 5th. And I might take the 5th off. I might. Because I'm petty. Anyway, let me look at my thing. I got 2 texts. Hold on, child. Oh, thank you, Sonia. And also thank you, Missy. Thank y'all for the cash app. I appreciate it. Okay, I appreciate. Look, y'all don't have to send me nothing. But when y'all do, I be like, thank y'all. Okay, I be like, thank y'all for the stuff. Okay. And Missy, check your mailbox on Friday. Okay. Check your mailbox on Friday, Missy. Mm-hmm. Okay. But yeah, thank you for the super chat. For the cash app. I appreciate it. Okay. But yeah, I think because I'm off work until the 5th, maybe the 6th. We may have some days of some watch alongs for the criminals and the body cam stuff, just to chit chat about some random ass stuff. I don't know. Okay, but we gotta see. Okay, yeah, Ray J's going to jail. Ray J, he don't look. Even if Ray J don't go to jail tomorrow, Ray J is going to eventually end up in prison. I don't know for what yet. But the dynamics of Ray J's decline and his delusional decision making is going to send that boy to the prisons. Okay, and he gonna be out there tossing soaps. Just tossing, okay? But yeah, yeah, Kim don't use her little face no more. Kim said, I'm like, does Kim ever show her daughter photographs of her before? And she, Mama, who is that lady? That's you, Mama? That's what you look like? Mama, that's you? Girl, did not know. Yes, we did not know. Okay. But y'all, let's go ahead and get into some things. Let me share my screen. Because I was like, girl, and y'all, and I gotta finish watching Percy Jackson. Was it Percy Jackson in the Olympics? Because my nephew was watching it, and my nephew DJ likes watching shows, and having someone to discuss the show with, and them is me. Okay, so yeah, I'm watching that so that me and DJ can discuss the show tomorrow for Christmas. Okay, but yeah, we have a few things to get into. Okay, I was up and saving. I guess a few. It's not a lot. It's a few. Okay, let's start with a singing. Okay, a singing man. Okay, and we know we like a man who can sing, who can hold a note. Okay, but no one wants to be out here fussing and stuff with their man and whatnot. Okay, now I say this man out here went viral because he was hitting high notes mid argument when the baby mama said he ain't nothing musically. Now listen to this thing. I feel like when you go with somebody that's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, y'all a couple, y'all fuss and argue, whatever, you say stuff that you know is gonna make them upset. And if you got a man who sing, okay, and his singing career ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You said you can't even sing, Negro. You sound dumb. And he said, "Hold up, ho."
That's nice. That's nice. That's nice.
That's why your music not going nowhere.
Oh.
You're smoking weed.
Oh.
Oh.
First of all, I would not be able to argue with somebody singing at me. Okay, and then once he starts going meh, like a goat, once you start goat noising me, I can't argue with you.
That's nice. That's good. That's nice. That's nice.
That's why your music not going nowhere.
Oh.
You're smoking weed.
Oh.
You're popping
Oh. That's nice.
The fact that she's still fussing and cussing in the background, child, that means they be fussing, cussing, arguing, and she don't listen at all. Because how are you still fussing and cussing and he's singing? Okay, he's singing. Now he gonna for sure become somebody, the background singer, opening act for somebody. Okay, he gonna do some doo-wop, bop, bop, boops with somebody. He can make maybe a cartoon voice character person who sang or whatever. I don't know, but something. Okay, and I'm like, sometimes it's hush. Okay, because he's singing and you ain't even listening. And he has a good voice. Okay, so look, y'all man acting dumb and he's singing. Just say, sir, get out. Okay, go sing somewhere else. I'm like, it was a goat noise. It was weird for me, okay? So, I see this one, right? Now, I feel like we have to understand just because somebody is a police officer, a firefighter, a correctional officer, hell, even a doctor, lawyer, or whatever, that don't mean they're a good person. Okay, even doctors, lawyers, cops do ratchet shit with their friend. Now you shouldn't do it on camera. Okay, now this deputy, this police officer, child caught red-handed fucking with the ops. Okay, and the ops being the people in prison. Now I do think if you are a police officer, I do think you're not supposed to like date people in prison. You damn sure ain't supposed to talk to them while you're on the job. We're gonna watch this whole thing and whatnot, okay?
It's no secret.
Hey, what's up?
What pop?
Almost every jail call is recorded.
I love seeing your beautiful face. You just give me life, bro.
No one should know that better than a law enforcement officer.
I love you.
I love you more.
But in 2022, then Richmond County Deputy Diana Santiago was
Dirty Diana, no. Dirty Diana, no. Dirty Diana, what are you doing?
recorded at least 27 times talking to an inmate at the Greene County Jail, putting your safety and the safety of her fellow deputies at risk.
27 times? Girl, why you not working?
We'll get to that inmate in just a minute, but first, let's talk about those calls. In about half of them, Deputy Santiago is in uniform.
I'm only doing it to make money for you, as I would do that bullshit.
And
why is you in the cop car, okay, in your cop outfit, okay, in the body cam on a video call with somebody in prison? I'm like, ma'am, all of that shit is recorded. Like, that is like a triple. The prison recording you, your car recording you, and your damn body cam is recording you.
yes, she's actually driving her patrol car in this video call.
I try not to work with rappers or anybody.
In some calls, she appears to be on duty.
Damn, he really trying to get a fucking ticket.
Who?
He just flying down here like an idiot, like he don't see a damn car right here.
At one point, she shows him where she is working. And another time, he brings up a gang by name.
Where you at?
Shirley Avenue.
Shirley, get on load.
I know.
Again, this was 2022. Fast forward to 2025 and Santiago's arrest in October. Documents show her connection to that same gang.
So you dumb. You stupid.
LOE. Loyalty over everything.
According to her recent arrest warrant, she admitted to an intimate relationship with a member of LOE. It also says she admitted to visiting that member while she was on duty and using the Richmond County Sheriff's Office databases to look up information for him.
Bitch, what? So you broke all the laws, okay? You on the clock visiting an inmate. You on the clock on the phone with the inmates. You then use police resources to look up people for your imprisoned penis. Dick can't be that good. Dick can't be that good. You risking your life, your job, your career, your bank account. Because if you get fired, you ain't got no money.
That suspect is not the same person in these videos. This inmate is Raheem Brown, who at the time was facing felony drug charges in Greene County, but that's not all. Brown was arrested when he was out on bond on murder and armed robbery charges for a shooting that killed a man in 2021 at the Budgetel on 5th Street in Augusta.
You talking to murderers and killers? Not murderers and killers. Look, if you're gonna be a cop, talk to folk who be jaywalking. You know, itty bitty crime, but not a murder, girl.
Brown is also a convicted felon.
I love you so much.
I love you too so much.
According to Santiago's disciplinary file, it was well known around the jail Brown was in a relationship with a deputy, which isn't surprising considering these video calls are out in the open.
So you're on a video call with the prisoners. The other inmates see you in your cop outfit. Girl.
You can even see her in uniform waving to another inmate. She's also listed as Raheem Brown's wife on his visitation information. Someone reported all of this to Internal Affairs at the Richmond County Sheriff's Office in 2022, and Santiago didn't deny it. It's no secret.
What's up?
What pop?
So she was arrested now. Okay, she's in the jail. Okay, she found herself in hot water because she was caught telling her boyfriend Chad Walker details about a drug bust that she set up. No, okay, a local CVS worker helped Walker steal 90 oxycodone pills. So you stealing drugs? A CVS worker helped the boy steal oxycodone. Okay, the cop was the investing officer. Okay, arrested the girl. Interviewed the woman about the crime. Santiago was back and telling her boyfriend and fellow criminals on the case. Other officers started to take notice of this, and Santiago came and claimed. Okay, so you fucking more than one inmate. Okay, you gave the inmate and the criminal information for the investigation for stealing. First of all, now you in prison. Look, I don't know no more. Okay. I don't know anymore because the last thing I had from prison was I was in my 20s. Back then, was it that good? I mean, no. But it doesn't make any sense for you to you are breaking the law. You're giving a criminal information about an investigation. You arrested the girl who worked at the CVS, okay? Giving your boyfriend information about what happened on the case. Okay, you then got caught doing all this shit. Okay, now you're fired. Okay, she was arrested on multiple felonies, including violation of oath of office, conspiracy to purchase or possess a controlled substance, and unlawful free gang activity. And she's being held without bond. You went so far. You are now in the prison with the prison debt. And you can't even get the prison debt. Okay, if you are a woman in prison, it's only prison coochie around you. You can't even get no dick in prison. Okay, it's not worth it at all. Okay, it doesn't make any sense. You should not be around here getting arrested for prison penis. There's so many free dicks in the world. Okay, get you a good clean penis. Okay, a man who dick ain't dirty. Okay, one who ain't got no criminal history that can get you locked up. Okay, why do this to yourself? Because you're stupid. Okay, dumb. Now, speaking of dumb, I'm going to say, I'm gonna say this is dumb. I'm gonna say this is dumb. Okay, now a Minnesota mama was arrested, okay, because she tackled a teenager that she thought had attacked her son. Now, I'm a firm believer in if you know somebody, okay, if you know someone attack your child, I do think you attacking that child is fair game, but you have to be sure you're getting the right kid. You can't attack the wrong child, okay? So Petra Ann Grant, is it Petra? Pietra, I don't know. Ann Granberry, 38-year-old mama from St. Paul, Minnesota, was arrested and charged with child abuse following the incident aboard the Carnival Conquest cruise ship on December 21st. Okay, per the police, okay, her son was attacked by a group of teens. Okay, so because she was upset, oh, y'all gonna jump my son, oh, y'all gonna beat my son up, heifer? Really? That's what y'all gonna do? Okay, fine. So while she's talking to the police about, these teens who attacked her son, okay, she then seen some kids walking, right? She saw a group of teens walking, assumed, oh, that's them right there. That she right there. Okay. She then went and tackled the teenage boy, thinking it's the one who had her son. Child, tackled him, grabbed him by the collar. Girl, now you're arrested. You know why? The teen she tackled had not been involved. Okay. He said, I was walking down the fucking hallway. Okay. There was some kids running. Out of fear, I ran too. Because look, when one run, we all run. Okay, if you run, I gotta run too. Okay, I did not know what was happening. Okay, and then she charged me and grabbed me. She was taken into custody on a ship. You on a cruise ship and you in custody, bitch. Okay. And she had to pay $2,500 as a bond and it's an investigation. Look, again, if you want to help your child get back at the person who hurt him, I'm okay with that. Fair is fair. But you have to be sure you are grabbing the right person. You can't grab the wrong kids. Because if you grab my child and you assault my child, I'm going to beat you up. Okay? If you out the blue tackle, harass, beat up my child, my godchild, my nephew, my man child, my cousin's kids, my best friend kids, bitch, we got to swab up. And you on a fucking cruise, bitch, let the police handle it. You was already talking to the police. Well, the police on the ship, okay, and you chose because you saw out the peripheral, you saw kids and kids, whatever. You assumed those were the culprits, and bitch, now you in jail, spending the monies. So again, I need y'all only attack the kid who attacked your child. If it ain't look, if they didn't attack your kid, you can't attack them. Okay. I don't know why her face and head look like this. Did they rip her wig off? A Florida woman arrested after driving a stolen U-Haul to federal court because she was on trial for COVID fraud. Okay. She kept a one-day rental for 2 months. I said, bitch, girl, your head looked horrible. It looked like someone ripped all of the weave out your head, okay? You been on trial for COVID fraud for $29 million. Girl, how the fuck you do that? And then why you still here? And you stole a U-Haul. If you was able to get $29 million of COVID fund, why the fuck you drive a U-Haul? A Florida woman was arrested on Wednesday morning because police say she drove a stolen van to federal court where she was on trial for a massive COVID relief fund fraud case. 39-year-old Latoya Clark was blocks away from the U.S. District Court where a license plate reader flagged the U-Haul was stolen. Now, first of all, who the fuck steals a U-Haul? They're not even comfortable to drive. So again, the license plate reader flagged it as a stolen vehicle. It said after she was handcuffed and the officer explained why she was being detained, police said Clark replied, "Oh, I know why," and told them, "I'm on my way to federal court because I'm on trial for the COVID fraud." Okay. She rented the U-Haul van, kept it for 2 months. You see, girl, do y'all know a U-Haul is a van with a big ass bucket back seat. Okay, it's just open space. Why are you, girl? I don't know. Anyway, so she was in the book for the stolen car. Miss Court. Okay, she was indicted in May for wire fraud and money laundering. It was her and 5 co-defendants who submitted 92 fraudulent COVID relief loans and grant applications. The scheme brought in $29 million in paycheck protection. Okay, they then moved the funds through shell company. Look, I don't know how. Once you hit a lick, bitch, move. Okay, if you and 5 friends submitted 92 fraudulent, you know it's fake. You know it's fraud. Once you're able to access the money, why do y'all stay here? Now she's facing up to 20 years in prison for the COVID fraud. But I'm like, girl, you deserve prison. You deserve anybody. I would try to ignore it. I was trying to ignore the fire marshal bill. Belinda, what happened to your hair? I was trying to avoid, yeah. One Guantanamo girl. And again, is it what's the disease people be having when their hair be messing up and whatnot? Is it that? I don't know. What I do know is if you got $29 million of COVID fraud funds, bitch, get your hair replaced. Leave the country, go over to Colombia to get a whole hair transplant. Okay, and thank you, alopecia. I'm like, maybe she has alopecia, but I don't know. Somebody could have pulled the wig off. It's weird, but I'm telling y'all look. First of all, I don't break the law. Okay, I am too old to break the law at this point in time. You can break the law in your late teens and early 20s. Okay, because if you go to prison for 20 years, and let's say you're 18, you'll be out when you're 38. That's okay. Y'all should not be committing these crimes in your 30s and 40s because then all your good years will be in prison. But if I was ever in some kind of way able to hit a lick for 29, you would never see me again. Never. You would never see me again. But I am buying a mansion in a non-extradition state country, and I'm chilling. I'm gonna get me a icy machine. I'm gonna have a Coney Island set up in my house to get me corned beef sandwiches or whatever. And I'm just gonna be gone. But bitch, you already have a fucking U-Haul, girl. It's stupid. Also, when you put your boyfriend out, okay, you upset with your man or whatever, okay, and you want to fuss and cuss and blow his house down. Now, this girl was out here cussing out her man and his mama. Now, I'm like, girl, what happened?
I wish y'all the best. You poor ass, broke ass bitches.
Yeah, not poor broken bitches.
That tiny ass shack y'all live in, you ain't got shit going for you. And I know you know that. That's why you can't do nothing but laugh. You fucked up 3 times. All 3 of your sons some shit. Crackheads and everything else. And he's abusive too. You did a terrible job. And it's because of the man that he saw raising his house. He didn't have no example, not a single example. And that sucks for him. Good luck to y'all, though.
They all crackheads? So you dated the crackhead?
I wish y'all the best. You coming and moving your shit out of my house. You ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And it's generational. Y'all are some fucking losers. Get the fuck off my property now.
I can't imagine having to move myself out and I'm on the lawn, having the whole family reunion, hugging, and my ex is up in the window cussing us all out.
So a couple of days ago made 1 year since I cussed my ex and his mama out and told her she did a terrible job raising him. And I'm just realizing it because my best friend celebrated 1 year of marriage yesterday, and this incident took place a couple days before her wedding. And, you know, it's been a year, over a year now, and I've had some time to reflect, and I can honestly say, looking back over that situation, I honestly wish I went harder on them niggas. Like, I was eating them up. When I tell you I was tearing their asses up, I really wish I went harder. Like, I still got more stuff to say. But I know they never, like, when I tell you I was eating them alive, 1 year later, I honestly just wish I went harder.
Yeah,
I feel like crackheads don't care about what you say. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, y'all was living together. Y'all was in a relationship enough to where you had a U-Haul amount of move out. I feel like cussing out a crackhead is stupid. I also think once I get a crackhead out my house, out my life, I'm not revisiting the crackhead stories. I've never dated a crackhead. I've only dated an alcoholic. Okay, my one ex, we was together. I did not know he was an alcoholic before we moved in. Before he moved in with me. Okay, I had no idea. Okay, but once I put the alcoholic out, bitch, bye. I didn't cuss out his mama. I will be happy to have a crackhead at my house. I don't want to reminisce. And if you dating somebody, if he a crackhead, the brothers is a crackhead, they all abusive, okay, and whatnot, girl, goodbye, good riddance to bad rubbish, okay? But I feel like calling a crackhead ain't a read. They a crackhead. Just saying. But I'm happy the crackhead is out your house. It's been a year crackhead free. We hope that you're happy and healthy, girl. Leave them crackheads in the past. Don't bring the crackheads back. Okay. Child, y'all be at self-checkout. Y'all know you know what? This is gonna sound crazy. I have never shopped at the self-checkouts because I have other folks shop for me. So I don't have to steal. But the people been doing a little poll, right? And they said according to the Lemon Tree poll, that about 2,000 people, well, adults, 27% said, hey, at the self-checkout, yeah, I'll be purposefully not scanning all my items. I feel like if I go to a store and I have to shop my items and put them in my carts and then put them on the conveyor belt, scan them myself, put them back in my cart myself, and then carry my bags to my car and carry them in my house, bitch, I may forget to scan 14 items. Okay? That's payment for me doing your job, store. I'm also probably like, I don't want to get arrested. But you know what I'm saying? A little juice here there may get accidentally, mis-scanned. But y'all can't have customers coming to y'all locations and y'all stores and we doing the work and y'all want us to pay all the monies? No, I just work for an hour. I need at least look $25. Look $25. Okay, man, I don't know how y'all machine work. All I did was I put it over the red thing, scanned it, and I put it away. I don't get paid to make sure y'all machines work. I didn't steal nothing. Your machine broke. I ain't got time. I gotta get to work. Okay, but yeah, they said, hey, we stealing. And I'm like, take out the self checkout. And my thing is, you know, if you go on the self checkout should be for 10 items or less. Okay, 10 or less. Anything else requires somebody else to do their job. It used to be if you had a few items. Okay, yeah, we quick right here. You got 5. Come on over here, but you should not have 39 items in your buggy, and I have to self. No, bitch, I don't work here. No. Okay, so they say, oh, you're still. Yes, I am. I'm getting paid for my work. Okay, I'm getting paid for my work. I don't like it. Also, I think, you know, if this is self-checkout, let me scan this shit. Because I think this happens in some places or whatever, where as you're shopping, as you're putting the items in your cart, you can scan them and it like it's a thing. I will prefer that. So that way when I'm done shopping, I can just leave. Swipe my card. I don't even have to go to a line. Okay. Have the damn carts that when you put an item in the cart, it scans itself. But I don't work for Walmart. Not today, not ever, bitch. Let me see. What's the other little crazy story I was gonna do? For the people. First of all, I seen this and it made me giggle a little bit. Okay. So they grandmama died, right? And they said, grandmama. Oh, grandmama.
Okay, so we're not going to show you our grandma, but that's all you need to see. Okay, ooh, that's all you need to see. First of all, grandma, why the fuck would you die right before Thanksgiving? Right before. Second of all, you gotta talk to motherfuckers that we would never talk to. Ever.
And my life, my kids' life, they kids' life, them other kids'
Third of all, this is like our third shot. Because if we're not laughing, we're crying. We don't have time to cry. We gotta be in case.
Okay. Would you be drunk at your grandmama's funeral? Now again, first of all, grandmama, why would you die right before Thanksgiving? Okay, it's y'all when family would die right before a birthday, a holiday, a vacation day. You like, now why would you die like that? Now why would you do that? Because now we can't have the Thanksgiving dinner. Now we sad. Okay, I gotta get drunk, grandmama. Why would you do that, grandmama? And then we don't like these people. We don't even like these people here, grandmama. Why would you do that? Also, I don't think people should go to funerals drunk. It can lead to fights. Okay. But I said sometimes grandmama don't die right before Thanksgiving. Okay. But also grandkids don't get drunk at grandma's service. Up there recording grandma. Get her dead by everything. TikTokers. Okay. I remember watching this lady live. Okay.
I don't know. It was weird. Like, so. Fuck! Who was that? You okay? Oh, fuck. What was that? Fuck.
You okay? So this TikToker was TikToking driving on live. Okay. Hit a pedestrian that died. Okay. Her name was T-Time. Okay. She's now been arrested. Okay. For reckless homicide, because while you were driving while on live on a TikTok and you hit someone who died. Her real name is Tynesha McCarty Wooten. Okay. She's behind bars 2 months after the fatal crash. Okay, she killed some damn body while live streaming and driving. Okay, she was arrested on Tuesday in Zion, Illinois. She was booked on 2 felony counts, one for a reckless homicide and one for aggravated use of communications resulting in death. Y'all, you can't text and drive. You really should look. Even though I don't do my car conversations as much anymore because I still be getting new mount and I hate my old mount. It's so weird. But even when I go drive and do my car, I record myself driving. I'm never looking at my camera. That's why I always wear shades. You can see that I'm watching the road. You can't be driving in your car trying to record and talk to someone on a camera because you are supposed to be paying attention to the road. Okay. It happened on November 3rd. Police say while she was struck a 59-year-old pedestrian named Darren Lucas as he crossed the intersection. She did call 911, but either way go, bitch, you killed him. He dead and it's your fault. Okay. They don't say what else happened. But I mean, he dead now. So, and this is also a reminder to where you can't be so focused on creating content, on being on lives or whatever, that you fuck around and kill somebody. Oh, she ran a red light. Well, prison. Because to me, that's not an accidental thing. Okay. An accidental killing someone and driving is like they walked out between two parked cars and I couldn't see him. Or they were in all black walking at night and you didn't see someone, like you were paying attention, but you couldn't see them and then oops, I hit them. Okay. But if you are not paying attention because you're preoccupied recording and shit, that's on you. Okay. That's on you. And you should go to all the prisons. Okay. To today's prisons, to tomorrow's prisons, to all the prisons. Okay. And so she is arrested. Now let's get into, we got a few things. We only gonna get into, oh no, I got one more. Y'all remember that lady who was, well, let me add it in. I forgot. Hold on. This is like a follow-up. Okay. Remember the lady? Yeah. Remember her? Okay. The one was like, oh, my man, my husband, and whatever. I found her TikTok page because she had a little rebuttal, okay, a reply. Now we discussed her, I believe, last week. Okay, because she said this.
I'm in Kroger, and you would not believe the audacity some people have. Me and my husband are in the shopping. My husband, the baby. Mr. Baby, the baby. We in Kroger shopping. We on the aisle. I'm looking at stuff, and this woman is with another woman, and she's like, "Sir, excuse me, sir, can you reach this off the top shelf for me? We're short." I look at them. I look at him. He looked at me. He said, "Boo." The fact that he knew he needed permission to help these people, and the fact that
now y'all know this whole thing. Hey, this whole thing went viral, completely viral, completely. It was insane. It had all of the comments and replies for miles and miles and miles. Okay,
they thought they could just ask him, and he was gonna move for them. The audacity, ain't that right, boo? That done tickled my soul. So I say that to say this. If you are in the store, married or single, by yourself, and you need help, and you notice that the man that you about to ask help from is with a woman, the correct thing to say is, "Excuse me, ma'am, is it okay if your husband can help me get something from the shelf?" Don't put that man in that weird situation, because my husband was like, he didn't flinch, he didn't move, he looked at me, he like, boo. And we both knew what that boo meant. So, but have a good day.
So, she went viral. It was everyone and their mama, their daddy was all discussing it and whatnot. And so she did a rebuttal, a little reply, okay, to the backlash.
So, number one, The only thing about the grocery store video that I want to clear up, clarify, whatever the case may be, is when I originally posted the video, I had maybe 75 people looking at me and into my life and what we were doing. That's it, 75 people. And most of those people knew me, so, and me and my husband, so they know how we are, they know how I am. So needless to say, they know us in real life, okay? So if I had known that this was going to go viral, get the traction it has gotten, the only thing that I would change about that video is the word permission, because that wasn't the word that I would have used.
But you kept using it. You know what I'm saying? I think most people's issue was the fact that she used the word permission. That was what aggravated people. It was like, permission? Is he a child? Why do you need permission? So that was the major backlash of it. So again, cool. But I'm like, even if you did not use the word permission, all of the other context clues, words, phrase, everything surrounding your whole conversation was about permission. It was even about he knew to look at me and ask. So even if you did not use the word permission, you still meant permission.
Was the word that just came to me in the moment, and it was not a big deal. It is what it is, because he doesn't need my permission to help people. And to reference the point about, oh, those girls must have been prettier than her. Child, don't nobody want your man. Girl, stop, please. Nobody ever said anybody wanted my man. Let's clear that up. Someone else entered into the comments with that, because that never came from me. My point of the video was not to say that I felt intimidated by somebody wanting my man, because that never crossed my mind. And the reason it never crossed my mind is because we don't operate like that. We don't operate in insecurities, because
okay,
we're very secure in our marriage. But it's funny how all the comments started just because my husband gave pause to acknowledge my presence when someone else asked him to do something for them, when he was already in the middle of being in the store with his wife and child shopping, already doing stuff for us. So if you are going to interrupt another couple's time, the least you can do is acknowledge the people that are there.
Did they have to ask the baby too? Baby, infant, can your daddy help me get the pinto beans off the top shelf? Okay, hold on. Wife, can your baby ask her daddy if he could help me get the green beans off the top shelf? I'm sorry, wife, can your husband? It's like, girl, I still feel like she is not getting that. She's still saying you wanted some attention. That's your husband. Y'all came together, y'all left together. Like, I don't need, and unless the women are being flirtatious, rude, heifers, I don't need anyone to say, hey, man, I don't need it. Now, we sitting at the dinner at a table, and they walk up to our table and say, hey, sir, can you come and open this wine? Bitch, no. Ask the waiter. Okay, I feel like in a grocery store, I just feel like it's the grocery store. It's the grocery store. I think in the grocery store, we laugh about shit. Oh, you got that kind of, it's not a big deal. And it's like she's backtracking because of the backlash. But the fact that if you don't have these trust issues with your husband and y'all trust each other, and that isn't even a thing, I just feel like if that's y'all thing, why does it matter to you that a stranger who needed help did not ask you first for something? You know what I'm saying? If you know that your husband loves and cherishes you, why do you feel like I need these strangers who need help to acknowledge me first before asking for help? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, because and that's my only issue with it. Like, yes, your husband, your person should respect you on all levels, okay? And your person should know how you like to operate. But I feel like she's putting other stuff on other people. Like, you want strangers to know that you need them to acknowledge you, because the man who they also don't know is your husband can hand them the pinto beans off the shelf. It's just weird. Yeah, I wonder, like, you know what I need? I need whoever the people were that asked her. I need them to come forward. Okay, were they young women? Were they old? With somebody's if somebody's 89-year-old grandmama, excuse me, sir, could you hand me the pinto, the prunes off the top shelf? I can't read. Would you want somebody's grandmama to ask you first if the man next to you can, because then we don't know that's your husband. You know, if an old man who hand is old and Ricky, they can't reach all the way up, okay? They can't reach up here. If an old man couldn't reach up, like, what's the criteria? Does everyone have to ask? What if it's a little person? Okay. What if a 89-year-old little person can't reach the shit? And they just say, excuse me, sir. Like, at what point does someone not need to ask you if somebody else can help them? Okay. Were y'all in there with husband and wife shirts on? Were y'all all hugged up? Would tell you, like, how do you know they knew he was your husband? Yeah, and she used the word audacity, and it's like she's rewriting the tone of her. Let's rewind. To me, she's rewriting the tone of her video. She was upset that the women had the audacity not to ask her for help from her husband.
Y'all, I'm in Kroger, and you would not believe the audacity some people have. Me and my husband are in the shopping. My husband, the baby. Mr. Baby, the baby. We in Kroger shopping. We on the aisle. Now I'm looking at stuff. And this woman is with another woman. And she's like, sir, excuse me, sir, can you reach this off the top shelf for me? We're short. I look at them. I look at him. He look at me. He said, boo.
Sir, first of all, husband, hand her that shit. We in a rush. Why are you wasting time? Girl, hand it.
The fact that he knew he needed permission to help these people, and the fact that they thought they could just ask him and he was gonna move for them. The audacity. Ain't that right, boo? That done tickle my soul. So I say that to say this. If you are in the store, married or single, by yourself, and you need help, and you notice that the man that you about to ask help from is with a woman, the correct thing to say is, excuse me, ma'am, is it okay if your husband can help me get something from the shelf?
How do I know that's your husband? Now because I'm petty. I had went and I found her page, right? Because I'm petty. Now her video, where's the video at? Has 1.4 million views. Okay. She now has 1,400 almost 1,500 followers from it. And from the original video, now I will say this though. Okay, I want to say this. The comments. Hold on, fucking child. When I was reading the comments, I want to see if I can. Okay, the comments on her posts are crazy. I said, child, you doing this over with stuttered. He cheated previously. He's scared because you insecure. Yuck. He ain't Denzel. No one wants the professor. So you posting your husband on social media, you making this post now got him catching strays. He ain't do shit. because and that's a weird part to get her saying like I did, I posted my little Cindy Happy or whatever. I did. I know it would go viral, and now her husband is the one catching all the strays. Child, they say the man looked like a Monster Squad from Space Jam. So you recorded this, watched it back, edited it, and said, "Yeah, this is the one." Like I feel like, girl, don't like, girl. Look, I just feel like it's sad that your post now has folks dogging your husband, dogging him, and I'm like, that man ain't even do nothing. That man is in the store minding his business, getting some checks fixed. Okay, it's high C. Okay, this man is literally minding his business, and because she chose to make it seem like someone had to, she made it seem as if someone was disrespectful towards her, and did not acknowledge her. Because of her husband. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I feel bad for him because he's like, man, why are you putting me in it? Why are you putting me in it? And y'all, when I was like, oh, and most times we're saying anybody needing permission to do something that's crazy. That was my only critique about it. Her saying he needed to ask me, or they should have asked me, and he knew to ask me. It was the permission part of her stuff that made me feel like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So, but now because you made the choice, and she left it up. Again, it has 21,000 comments. Okay, and maybe she's giving insecurity, giving controlling. Don't show him again. Doesn't want him, she should exfoliate, insecurity, girl, all the meanness that social media can give is what went on here. And I feel like, well, that's what happens sometimes when we put our business out to the public. Okay, you never know what's gonna happen. Okay, but again, I said, ma'am, take it down. Ma'am, leave it be. Okay, ma'am, to be like, sir, I do not want anyone thinking this is how I feel. Now, she's also a new mom, but had a new baby. You know what I'm saying? She be posting on her little TikTok and whatnot. I don't see any other stuff with him in it. So I'm like, ma'am, it don't even seem like he be on your TikTok. You didn't put that man on your TikTok, and now he is getting cussed the fuck out. Okay, fully. You can hear it. That's a whole other conversation. It's a whole other thing. I may do a car conversation tomorrow as I'm driving to my sister's house and discuss that. Oh yeah, no, that's the neighbor upstairs. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not me. Anyway. It's weird, but she also
has gotten the only thing that I would.
Let me fast forward. Let me finish her.
Those girls must have been prettier than her. Child, don't nobody want your man. Girl, stop, please. Nobody ever said anybody wanted my man. Let's clear that up. Someone else entered into the comments with that because that never came from me. My point of the video was not to say that I felt intimidated by somebody wanting my man, because that never crossed my mind. And the reason it never crossed my mind is because we don't operate like that. We don't operate in insecurities because we're very secure in our marriage. But it's funny how all the comments started just because my husband gave pause to acknowledge my presence when someone else asked him to do something for them. When he was already in the middle of being in the store, with his wife and child shopping, already doing stuff for us. So if you are going to interrupt another couple's time, the least you can do is acknowledge the people that are there. And that's all I have to say. In addition to, I went from those 75 followers to over 400 now.
And now she has about 1,500.
So that happened.
So because I'm also best and petty, she added this video because, in my opinion, she wanted to go viral again. Okay. She now feels, I got to post and be viral. So this is her opinion on her friends' husbands and whatnot.
I guess it's time for unpopular opinion part 2. Since the first opinion was unpopular to some, not to all. So as a woman, I do not go to another woman's home without her being present. Just out of respect for that woman in her home. If I'm talking to one of my friends and I got to drop something off and she's like, hey, I'm not there yet. If I go and drop that off, I'm dropping it off at the door. Most of the time I stay on the phone with my friend and I do not cross that threshold. Or I will sit in the car until she get there. If I plan on talking to her for a little bit, I will sit in the car until she get there and then I'll proceed to get out. Because why would I go in there with her husband? That's not my place. Some people don't set the proper boundaries in their marriage, and I feel like that could come into play. It's not that you feel like somebody wants your man. It's not that you feel like anything is going to happen to your relationship. It's just the respect that I have for those around me, their relationships, and my own. First and foremost, my own. I'm going to respect my man. I don't ever want to be in a place or in a position for someone to have anything to say about me and to carry back to anyone. Because I feel like if you eliminate those scenarios, there's no confusion within your marriage. Simple respect. That's all you have to do. If you carry out simple respect in your marriage, then everything will be okay. So like I said, I don't go to other women's homes without them being present. They don't come to mine without me being present. And like I said, if we do have to drop off something, I don't cross the threshold. That's just me. Because out of respect for her husband, her marriage, that's just not a position I want to put anyone in. So I stay at the door.
Okay. I think part of that sounds normal. I don't think anybody should just go over someone's house. If I'm friends with your wife and I know your wife isn't home, I'm not coming over. Okay. However, if I'm friends with your wife and I'm supposed to drop something off, I'm not scared to go to my friend's house and drop something off her husband. At all. I would not, there's no friend of mine who I would not trust dropping something off to me if my dude, I wouldn't care. I feel like her, now it's true, you do have to set boundaries, but I feel like saying, I don't think, girl, is your husband a slut? He be fucking people. What kind of friends do you have? I don't have those thoughts to think I can't be at my friend's house if she ain't home, because God forbid someone think something's happening. Why would they think that? At all. So again, there's a difference between if my friend isn't home, there's no reason for me to be at her house with her husband. That I get. That makes complete sense. You know what I'm saying? However, if my friend not home, but I'm supposed to give her something and her husband's home, here, Tom, here's the crock pot for Susan. Here, David, here's a crock pot for Taniqua. Taniqua. Okay. I feel like that's not an issue for me. If my friend said, well, I ain't at home, but don't go to my house. No, don't go to my. Oh, but you don't trust me with your man? I don't want him. I don't have to go in, but I will drop it off. I'm not sitting in my car waiting for you to get home. No, bitch. You better tell Andre to come out here and get the goddamn crock pot. Because there should always be a little bit of friendliness, respect of a sister-brother relationship between your friend's husband and yourself. They should not even look at you in that kind of way to where someone could think something was up. I would never, ever think that. Because honestly, you don't have to be alone with a man for something to happen. So I don't know if she realizes that sometimes her thoughts and how she explains things sounds like it comes from an insecure place. It comes, and she used the word boundaries, and have boundaries so where you're not gonna listen or respect me as a wife. Girl, ain't nobody disrespecting you. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's how she explains shit that's weird to me. The only part I agree with is I'm not going to be at my friend's house just hanging out with her husband and she isn't there. I would not do that unless she say I'm 5 minutes away. Go ahead in the house. I'll be in a minute. That is and that's only like maybe 2 friends. My like Karla and Rain. Like that's my cousin that you have my good friends who I know their spouses. If they're on the way to the house and I'm there, I'm not gonna wait outside. I'm not, because I don't feel compelled to not. That's weird to me. If it's a coworker friend or like an associate, yes, I don't know that bitch and she don't know me. But when I use the word friend, a friend, I'm not worried. If I'm not here and somebody else is here, yeah, go and drop it off. It's fine. It's fine. Girl, bye. Because only my true blue friend know where I stay. So it ain't no random hoe coming around where I'm at any damn way. Okay. But yeah, y'all, she wants some attention. Y'all go give it to her. Okay. Her TikTok name is Kiosha. Well, no, it's Queen B. Is it Queen B? I don't know. But yeah, that's the lady. That's the lady husband wife. Yeah, her name is Kiosha 016 or Queen B. And the fact that she changed her picture to her tongue out, girl. Like how I get in and I see, but and Karla's husband fleeing like child. If Karla ever said, Jelly, you can't be, I'm like, girl, ain't the way. Because we don't even have those thoughts. I would never question nothing ever. Because if it's an actual friend, you don't have those thoughts, okay? But anyway, y'all go follow that lady because she wants some attention. Y'all take 30 good seconds. Y'all take 30 good seconds and like the video, and then we're gonna finish this thing on out. And we are back for the live. Because I'm messy and I'm petty, I seen Candy had posted this, saying, happy holiday from Escape. And I was like, y'all, where's Natasha? Every time I see anything, they go Candy in the fur coat. We got Tiny in the fur coat. Okay, we got Tamika in the fur coat, the all black with the booth, little Christmas tree. The fact that every time I see, them post something about Escape, the first thing I be thinking is, where is Natasha at? What is Natasha doing? Is she having fun wherever she's at? Like, is she like, did she work at the Waffle House? Like, what does Latasha do for a living? And when she see them post stuff like, whatever from Escape, I'd be like, I just wonder if she see their posts and be like, damn, they're literally carrying on without me, because of my antics. Okay. Like, damn, I'm like, what did she do for a living? Like, is she homeless? We're going to her page. Let's see, Latasha Scott. I just gonna be wondering, like, what she be doing. Okay, let's see. Oh, she made some posts. Let's see. This post, it's from May. So she ain't posted since May. Okay, so she ain't posted since pre-summer. Okay, she did an interview with somebody. We don't know who I don't know who the lady is. Okay, but I still be like, what is she? Is she bow-legged? Maybe her heels ain't that strong. She'll walk like a wrestler. I just always wonder, like, what does she do? Is she like doing karaoke? Is she singing for dollars and ducats? I just be wondering. Again, she don't post much. It's the same boots. She only have one pair of boots. Same boots. Oh no, they look the same except the little strap. Anyway, I'm so fucking petty. I just be like, what does she do, and how does she be feeling when they post stuff as the group escape? Because she probably, and because this is a great photograph, it's a planned one. They got all the same fur coats. Okay, the makeup is great and whatnot. It looked real put together, and I always feel like when they plan a video shoot or I'm sorry, a photograph, a photo shoot, like, do they say, should we call Natasha? And everybody like, no. So yeah, escape, sit, happy holidays, and that does not include Latasha. Okay, I said, well, that's something. Mia said Gordon got in a car accident. Okay, he's okay and whatnot. I said, now I thought they said Gordon had he was a little bit touched. If he is, because Maya, Mia made it seem like that man ain't okay mentally. If he is so okay, should he be driving? So again, a whole side crack in, thank God he okay. Life has a way of reminding us what really matters. Love fully, forgive freely, never take a moment, never take tomorrow for granted. Glad you're okay, my G. So are they put together? Gordon do look like your grandpa, like when your grandpa is up in age and he don't really be like paying much attention and whatnot. You be like, Grandpa, look. You're like, what is that? A camera? How does that work? Gordon do look like somebody's pawpaw. Okay, well, they say, smile, pawpaw. Hey, grandbabies. Okay, but again, we happy he okay. He okay or whatever. But girl, I said, pull up, pop. Pull up, pop. I don't know. I kept seeing about Keisha Cole brother. I said, what brother? What had happened on the brother? So apparently there's a TikToker named Elijah who was given a story time about his closed adoption. Okay. His birth mom was Frankie. Okay, Keisha Cole mama, and all the stuff that happened. Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to mean it. If somebody has a closed adoption, don't that mean they don't ever want to be around a kid anymore? If I gave up a child for adoption, a closed adoption, and the kid came and found me later on, I'll say, well, I said it was closed. I don't want to be the mama.
Still sitting in the car saying that that's your mama. I'm sitting outside the car. She points and she's like, Frankie, this your son. This your baby. Come hug your baby. She looking dead at me at this point. And she's like, I ain't got no dick in a booty ass son. And I'm like, who the fuck is this lady talking to? Now, my natural instinct was just to ignore this motherfucking shit because I don't like to disrespect adults. But at the end of the day, you got me fucked up. Said you got a dick in a booty ass son, just like I got a crackhead for a mama.
I mean, Poppy Kettle, you gay, she on crack. I mean, so what?
Know who the fuck you talking to. Everybody's like, oh, no, don't do that. No, don't do. I'm adopted, okay? I am from a close adoption. It gets crazy. Now I'm gonna be using real names. So yeah. So I was born in Oakland, California. It was one day that I ended up getting into a big ass fight. I got in trouble. I got suspended. They sent me home. My mama was like, baby, you're going on punishment. And she was like, well, your punishment is you need to go into this room, and you're going to organize the boxes in this room. And I organized the boxes, and me being nosy, I decided, hey, I want to go through the box and see what's in here, baby, because I'm nosy. It just so happened that one of the boxes that I looked through had my birth certificate in it. And if anybody knows, y'all know, my mother's name is Asa. Both of our birth certificates, she's still sitting in the car saying that certificates were together. So I seen her birth certificate first, and I'm flipping through, and I found my birth certificate. I pulled it out. I was like, oh, hey, girl, how you doing? I ain't seen you in so long. Mind you, I've never actually seen my birth certificate, so there's that. As I'm looking at my birth certificate, I see that there's no name on here that says Asa. It actually says Frankie. So I'm like, is my mom's name Frankie? Is she lying to me about her name? But I'm like, that can't be right because her birth certificate is right here. So either my mom got her name changed or she's lying to me about being my mother. Also, on my birth certificate, which I forgot to say, I am a junior. So it said my father's name was my name. So I was like, okay, like that's not helpful. Friday, my mother loved to watch VH1. Specifically, she loved to watch I Love New York. She loved to watch Making the Band, and she loved to watch the BET Network as well. And there were a lot of shows on there that I loved as well. Sometimes my mom would let me watch these shows with her, but this specific Friday, when I got home, she told me to go upstairs. She took my TV, and she told me to go to sleep, and that she will see me in the morning. My food is in the microwave. We're together. So I seen her grab it, eat, and go to bed. Baby, I'm looking around like, God damn, what did I do now? So I go to bed because I don't have no questions to ask because that's my mama. And I wake up the next day and everything is fine. The weekend goes by normally. Everything is good. I'm chilling. Monday comes around. As I was late to school. I had to go through the front office. As I'm walking into the front office, the principal is in the front and he's like, oh, you got to come here. And I'm like, what the fuck I got to come here for? Number one, he was like, you're famous. And I'm like, I'm what? Mind you, I'm like, what are you talking about? Me and him don't get along. So I'm thinking he's just playing. And I'm like, we not even cool like that for you to be playing with me. What do you mean I'm famous? And he was like, you're famous. The whole school is talking about you. And the fact that your mom didn't tell us anything, we're going to have to get some background information before we let you get back on campus.
Now, how the fuck is he famous? I'm confused.
I'm walking to class. I step in the classroom and I see my friend Alexis and she looks at me. Mind you, we sit in the back of the classroom anyway. So it's not like it was hard for her not to fucking recognize me. And I walk in and she's like, oh my God, it's Keisha Cole's brother. And I just stand there and I'm looking around like.
Now, how would you being Keisha Cole's brother make you famous? I'm confused.
What? Like, what are you talking about? Oh my God, Frank, come here, sit down. Grab it, eat, and go to bed. Baby, oh my God, you gotta tell me everything. I'm like, what the fuck? And then the teacher's like, what are you talking about? She was like, I need you to calm down, Alexis. Take your seat. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take my seat. So I sit down. And Alexis is like, hey, we gonna cause a little scene or whatever. We gonna say we gotta go to the bathroom and then we're gonna talk about it. I'm still gagged. Because I'm like, wait a minute, did you say Keisha Cole? Now, I was gagged because she said Keisha Cole was my sister. And I was still kind of stuck because I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, no, Keisha Cole is your sister. They said your name on TV Friday night. And you know I watch all of the shows. Before me and Alexis could fucking come up
But how the fuck does that make you famous?
with the scheme to get the fuck up out of the classroom, right? Here come my mama. I get pulled out of class. I go to the office and my mom's there. We leave. She says nothing to me. Now I get in my mom's car. On the drive home, I'm talking about you could hear a motherfucking pin drop. And I'm talking about it would shake the room. Said, I am your mother. I may not have birthed you, but I am your mother. I chose you. I would never hate you. I love you. I love you. She said, okay. Oh my God, you gotta tell me everything. I want to tell you so that you hear it from my mouth that your sister is Keisha Cole.
And right there, that aggravates me. Because my thing is, I feel like when people put their kids up for adoption, why is the point now you're Keisha Cole's brother? It's like, no, he's Frankie's son.
She said, Keisha Cole is your sister. I was like, okay, well, you're my mother and I can't change that. And yeah, like there's only one sister that I know of. There's only one sister that I have and her name is Brina. I can't speak for anything else. I met a friend named Vania. And I told her, like, hey, I'm adopted. It's a close adoption, and my family is out there somewhere, and my sister just happened to be Keisha Cole. She looked at me and was like, your sister is Keisha fucking Cole. I'm like, yeah, girl, my sister is Keisha fucking Cole. I mean, I don't know her, but like, that's my sister. It's like, grab my hand. We're going to the library, and we're going to find your family. We get to the library. We log on. She's typing in. She gets on MySpace, and she's like, look, I want...
Bitch, not MySpace. Child, this is 1973.
I want you to find your family, and I want you to be able to have a conversation with Frankie because that's your mom, and you are deserved that. Mind you, I'm like, I don't really know, girl, but I support you because I support you, bitch. We gonna do this together. She gets on MySpace. Mind you, I don't really know my brothers and sisters. I want to tell you so that you hear it from my brothers and sisters. She knew because she watched the show. She was like, listen, you got a sister named Elite, you got a sister named Nefi, and you got a sister named Tifa. We gonna message all of them. So she gets on MySpace and she messages every single last sibling I have. We wait. A day goes by. We don't hear anything. The next day, we go to the library. She gets on MySpace and she's like, friend, you got a message. Oh my God, we got a message. They said to call him, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, who is it? She's like, it's Elite. It's your sister. As soon as we leave the library, my friend, it's an old ass flip phone. She had a pink flip phone. She calls Elite. Second ring, she's like, hello. And my friend, my sister, Vania, she's like, hey, I have your brother. He's in Fairfield, California. He is right here. Do you want to talk to him? She's like, yeah. Mind you, she put it on speakerphone. I'm like, hello.
Now, first of all, Frankie had 18,000 kids because Frankie was out here popping them out. And they were spread all across the world, Craig. So it's weird to me that it's still that he's your Keisha Cole. No, you're another kid of Frankie's.
Hello. She's like, hello. I'm like, is this my sister? She was like, is this my brother? Immediate tears. So I talked to my mom that night. I sat her down and I said, hey, I want to tell you that I talked to someone in my biological family. Now she eyes wide open. Oh, my brothers and sisters. What did you do? And she's like, I don't want to hear nothing else. Shut up. I'm like, God damn, what I do, lady, what I do. She said, I don't want you contacting anyone without my permission. I am your legal guardian. I am your mother. These people cannot contact you without my permission. That same month, it's summer. So now we're into June. Big achievement for them all to be together. And not one of my brothers and sisters came and see me. Not one in the 30 days. And a lot of them lived in the Bay Area. Not one of them came to see me. Now I knew Keisha wasn't coming. I don't know if where Neffy lived at the time. My aunt's house, she was sad because she was like, they didn't come see you. It's okay. Next time. It'll happen next time. It'll happen next time. And we'll get the family together next time, right? But in my head, I'm like, I was here for a month, and everybody made it seem like, when I first got here, they were, oh, that's nothing. Let me back up. When I first got there, she called everybody and I talked on the phone with everyone except for Keisha, understandably so. Picture was painted to me that they wanted to come see me or I would be able to hang out with my siblings.
I don't even care no more. I feel, one, Frankie dead. Okay, Frankie died 3-4 years ago. We know how mentally unwell Frankie was. We saw how Frankie treated the kid that she knew. Okay, I can't imagine how she would treat a kid she gave up for adoption. I can fully see Frankie saying to him something completely, homophobic. But I feel like, what's the point of the story? That you had a closed adoption, some kind of way they found out that you was Frankie's child, and now you want to connect that to Keisha. Let me skip to the end.
What? I look the goddamn fool, look the goddamn mess. But again, it was a crazy day. We're not going to judge me. So I walk up and I see her and she sees me, right? And she's like, oh, that's how you looking? Girl, I don't even want to be here no more. First of all, like, what? Girl, I know you're not judging me for how I motherfucking look. Girl, you're lucky I came in the first place. My immediate response, because I'm very witty, I say, yup. Yup. Do you want a picture or not? She's like, oh, yep, you're my brother. Mm-hmm, yep. So after we took, I think, like 3 pictures, she was like, I'm happy to see you. Oh my God. I was like, I'm happy to see you too. Like, oh my God, like my sister, you're my actual sister. I finally got to meet one of my siblings. Like, I got to meet my siblings. Like, oh my God. You ain't see that? And it's pitch black darkness. I think it's about like 11:30, 12 o'clock at this point. This lady with a little scratchy voice on, man, who the fuck pulling up to my mama house? Who pulling up to my mama house? Is that BB pulling up to my mama house? BB was like, there go your mama, there's your mother, your mama is here. I'm like, my mama? Mind you, anytime anybody mentioned Frankie, they did not know where the fuck she was. Everybody.
Frankie was on crack for years. Yeah, you know, Keisha Cole ain't perfect, okay? But I do feel like Keisha Cole and her whole family used her fame for them to also get famous. Even him attaching, Frankie to Keisha. I'm like, Keisha doesn't have, to me, kids whose parents had other kids, it's not our job to befriend the other kids. I don't know them kids. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we're adults. Like, I am 39. I'm saying that. Like, if I'm 39, I don't know. This is a stranger to me. And we all have trauma from Frankie as our mom. We have a hard time connecting as siblings just in general. And now here you come, because some kind of way your name was mentioned on a TV show.
They kept telling me, I don't know where Frankie is. I don't know where Frankie is. Everybody's like, oh, no, don't do that. No. Oh, no, we gonna do that tonight. You want to get it cracking like a booty smacking, bitch? We can start from the top. Mind you, this is our first interaction. I'm talking about, this is the first time that I've ever heard, seen, smelled, or been around this woman. And you're going to be homophobic? I don't give a fuck about that, baby. If you're gonna throw on, make sure you can take it. Everybody tried to step between us. She laughing like the shit is funny. She's like, that's my son. That's my son. Talking about, you gotta be a little witty to get it. That's how I know you my son. I'm looking like, what the fuck is going on in this bitch? I don't want no part. I'm hot. I'm aggravated. I'm irritated. I'm like, I'm ready to fucking go. I'm at this point. I'm leaving. Grabbed my shoulder and she was like, that's your mama. Go hug her. I don't care what she say. Go hug your mama. You want me to hug the lady that just told me that I'm not dick in the booty? Okay, all right.
I mean, that was rude to say. That was extremely rude to say, and it should not have been said. I mean, but if you like gay sex, I mean, ain't that the fun part of that?
Okay, all right. For you, for the pastor, for God, for the Bible studies I went to, for the word, I'm gonna do it. My son, I love you. Mind you, at this point, I'm like, should I body slam you? It's really not.
At the end of the day, child, I wish I knew that he was talking all this shit for so long. I would have ignored this whole story. But I feel like going on TikTok in 2025, almost 2026, and talking about Frankie was dead now, and Keisha Cole, who probably has no communication with you, more than likely, whatever, it's weird. It's weird. And I feel like a closed adoptions should be adhered to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a open adoption, that's what it is. But I feel like if it's a closed adoption and no one is supposed to know, blah blah blah, you can't, child. You just walk away. Just walk away. And Keisha don't fuck with her regular family members, the ones she grew up with. So I can see her not really wanting to, have a relationship with another one of Frankie's kids. The fuck? People is weird. Y'all is weird. Amanda Seales, child. Amanda. Sometimes this no. No. Now Amanda still does her YouTube videos, her YouTube like podcasts about stuff and whatnot. And recently she told a story about how Erykah Badu got her. I said, girl, please leave Erykah Badu alone. I feel like she may light some incense and make your hair fall out because you're being rude. Because we love Erykah Badu. I don't think she bothered nobody. I don't think she do. And like, girl, leave it alone.
Emma says it's state-run media. Distract and manipulate is key. Someone said Erykah Badu and Amanda Seales sharing the stage. The last time I saw Erykah, she was cool, but many, many times in the past, she was not cool. So she did my homegirl dirty. And actually, wait, no. The last time I saw Erykah got me fired from a job. What am I saying? Erykah got me fired from a job. Erykah Badu got me fired from a writing gig. Yes. Her, and I know this is going to make it onto the internet.
And here we are.
Her man was the head writer of the show that I was writing on. Her man was a writer, and we were talking one evening about a myriad of things. And he was saying how, you know, her agents had a difficult time understanding her. And I said, well, she crazy.
Yeah, she crazy.
And he was like, well, what's that supposed to mean? I'm like, well, she's crazy. I mean, like, these agents don't understand crazy. They don't understand that, like, we're not your regular degular. So why would they understand her? And he, I guess, took that as like me disrespecting her. Meanwhile, I'm thinking of it as I'm talking about myself.
Now, the reason I pause and I want to say, well, did you really mean it in a great way? Because when someone first mentioned her, you forgot that she got you fired. And you said, well, sometimes she's not really cool. So it do feel like when someone brings up Erykah, your responses may not be as positive as you think they are. Even though it may be some innocent shade, some folk like, bitch, don't talk about my people. Okay? And if that was her man, you damn sure can't tell someone, man, that girl is crazy. If he's complaining about, oh, you know, the agents or what the managers or whatever, and for your response, well, yeah, of course you're gonna get that because she's crazy. What the fuck you mean she's crazy? So it can absolutely come off as haterish and rude, and I don't like it. That's her man.
And so he told her, and I guess
he should. Because if somebody around here talking shit about me, my friend, my man, better tell me.
Yes, and then out the blue, I got a text from her saying, oh, I didn't know you were a writer. I didn't know you were a comedy writer. But I was like, surprise! Surprise. And literally, and like we had this like weird conversation where she was kind of just like letting me know that she knew that I was working on the show with her man.
Or was she letting you know that she knew you not only worked on the show with her man, but you maybe said some not so positive things about her that she didn't like?
Which like I've never wanted any of Erykah Badu's men. That was how we actually met. We met because Jay Electronica and I were talking on Twitter, and she DM'd me and was like, you know, Jay Electronica's my man. And I was just like, I mean, yeah. So so that was all. I just think back, and I was so young. I was still wearing Kangol. But she never had anything to worry about. She had, you know, that's not my vibe.
So did she get you fired because you submit Erykah thought you want her man, and so she got you fired? Or is it because you said stuff to her man that was rude towards her? Like, which one is it? You know what I'm saying? It's weird because I can't even imagine. Like, Erykah Badu gives off the feeling that, like, I don't care like that. You know what I'm saying? I think she floats her boats real differently. I don't see Erykah Badu like, yeah, let's get somebody fired because they like my man. That's just, Erykah Badu, did you do that?
Now, have I unintentionally been with somebody, man, and not known that they had a girl? Yes, that has actually happened. That has absolutely happened. But no, I'm a respectful gal. Okay, so
the conversation, this was weird because you started off saying you said stuff to her boyfriend about her being crazy. And that turned into you making it seem like Erykah Badu was insecure and thought you won her man and got you fired. Which one is it?
It says it's state-run media. Distract and manipulate is key. Someone said Erykah Badu and Amanda Seales sharing the stage. You know,
and someone was saying Erykah Badu and Amanda Seales sharing the stage will be lit. I'm like, I would have thought it would have been.
The last time I saw Erykah, she was cool, but many times in the past, she was not cool. So she did my homegirl dirty. And actually, wait, no. The last time I saw Erykah got me fired from a job. What am I saying? Erykah got me fired from a job.
Girl. I need someone to get Erykah Badu on the line and say, what happened? Who was the man? Was it the Electronica?
Erykah Badu got me fired from a writing gig. Yes. Her, and I know this is going to make it onto the internet. Her man was the head writer of the show that I was writing on. Her man was a writer, and we were talking one evening about a myriad of things. And he was saying how, you know, her agents had a difficult time understanding her. And I said, well, she's crazy. And he was like, well, what's that supposed to mean? I'm like, well, she's crazy. I mean, like, these agents don't understand crazy. They don't understand that, like, we're not your regular degular. So why would they understand her? And he, I guess, took that as like me disrespecting her. Meanwhile, I'm thinking of it as I'm talking about myself.
So it went from her saying, oh, he thought I was being rude. But then how did they get to Erykah? Girl, Erykah, you won. Erykah Badu won that fight. Because at the end of the day, Amanda, sometimes keep some stories to yourself, okay? Mike Tyson is suing. He filed a $50 million lawsuit, okay, against the ex-cannabis business partners, accusing them of wire fraud, embezzlement, and money laundering. So it says Mike Tyson and Ric Flair. So a boxing champ and a wrestling champ. Okay. So yeah, Mike Tyson and Ric Flair have jointly filed a $50 million lawsuit in federal court against their former partners in cannabis business venture, alleging widespread financial misconduct. Okay, the complaint, which is 76 pages, claimed the defendants engaged in a brazen RICO conspiracy, accusing them of crimes including wire fraud, embezzlement, money laundering, connected to their former cannabis licensing company, Karma Hold Company Incorporated. The lawsuit targets several ex-executives and a shareholder who are accused of misusing company funds and engaging in deceptive business practices that allegedly enrich themselves at the expense of Mike and Rick's interests. They are seeking more than $50 million in damages plus legal fees, and the filing has requested a jury trial. The defendants have denied the allegations, saying we didn't do shit. I feel like when someone say we were supposed to be in business, okay, we had a whole you and Ric Flair had a whole weed business. I like this shirt. I like his shirt. I had to find that. Had a whole weed business, okay, and y'all embezzled money, spent money where y'all got rich and we didn't get shit. So give us our money. Yes, everyone is suing. Everyone has a lawsuit. Who can I sue? Okay, who can I sue? Now, I don't want to get hurt to sue, but again, who can I sue and make me? I need to just sue somebody and get like $40,000. If I can get my $40,000 from a lawsuit legally, okay, legally and tax-free, child, if I could sue Bishop Robert, well, he ain't got it because he's in prison. But yeah, Mike Tyson and Ric Flair said, bitch, give us our money. We want the monies now, okay? Also, Mariah Carey. Now, remember, the music. Mariah Carey scored in the victory in court, okay, because the fact that she was being sued by her All I Want for All I Want for Christmas Is You song. A man claims she copied their song. Well, that man now has to pay $40K in sanctions. Okay, so Mariah secured a legal victory involving her holiday song, All I Want for Christmas Is You, okay, after a copyright lawsuit filed against her was dismissed, and the plaintiff was slammed with sanctions, meaning y'all filed this frivolous fucking lawsuit against me. I had to fight y'all in court about my song that's been playing forever and ever in a day, okay? And the court said case dismissed. Okay, per court documents obtained by TMZ, the judge found that the lawsuit lacks merit. Okay, ordered the parties who brought the case to pay Mariah $92,303 in sanctions with an additional cost, bringing the total to $110,000. Imagine you sue somebody about. I don't think I've ever. There's no other. There are not many Christmas songs that is like every year you wait to hear that. It's that song. It is the Temptations Christmas song. You know, maybe Run DMC Christmas song. You know, TLC. It's a few. You know, we want to hear all the time. Okay, maybe the Jackson 5 Christmas or whatever. It's a couple that we hear every year. That's like from back in the day and whatnot. But filing a lawsuit and then you have to pay the person you sued $110,000. They were seeking $20 million in damages. They filed a 20. Let it snow, outside is cold, fire starting, baby. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway. Yes, it's a few holiday, you know, Christmas songs that every year we like, oh, that's so-and-so song. And the get you gotcha for me was they filed the lawsuit in 2023. The song, Mariah's song, came out in 94. And they said, oh, she copied our song from 89. They said, bitch, she ain't copied nothing. Okay, if you file a 20 mil lawsuit, it's gonna cost you $110,000. And probably whatever their lawyers are due. So Mariah said, bitch, I won. Okay, my song, my credit, leave me be, bitch. Lil' Kim. Now, again, I told y'all on my thumbnail the reason I did not use Lil' Kim's original face was because we would see it later. You know, Lil' Kim's original face will always pop up somewhere. And in this post here, Kim's face is right here. And the fact that Kim's face is looking at her new face, I said, girl, what's this? Now, Kim is trolling. Lil' Kim is absolutely, positively trolling us. Okay, now she put these posts on her page.
Yeah, you thought it was Photoshop, bitch. Thought it was Photoshop, bitch. Yeah, I thought it was Photoshop, bitch. Yeah, you thought it was Photoshop, bitch.
Now again, Kim posted this.
Yeah, you thought it was Photoshop, bitch.
Now why we gotta be bitches?
Thought it was Photoshop, bitch.
Now why am I a bitch? Now Kim's original face is right here looking at her.
Yeah, I thought it was Photoshop, bitch. Y'all want me to be ugly and insecure so bad, but then you would be out of work. Stupid bitch.
Kim, I love you. I do. I feel like Little Kim's face. Look at her face. Little Kim's face does not give, natural. Like Little Kim's face doesn't give you know, I woke up like this, you know, little, and I got my picture from her page back in July. So I feel like Little Kim, you know, no one thinks your face is photoshopped. The sad part is we understand that's how your face looks now. And it's always been weird to me that Kim, I don't think Kim ever really posts throwback photos of herself. You know what I'm saying? I think most artists, everyone, it's they got old Biggie picture. Okay, happy birthday, Big. Why not post a picture of you and Big? Kim is out here trolling us with her face. A full-fledged troll. Now, y'all, this is from 2 years ago. This ain't recent. Okay, she posted, this is from 2023. This is not recent. Okay, she ain't hugged him on Diddy recently. But my point is, Kim doesn't really post old photos of what she used to look like. So I really wonder, does her daughter know who the Queen Bee is? Shall I proceed? I mean, if we can find the face. Now, I do think sometimes she photoshops her face to look a little bit more, you know, I don't want to say regular. You know what I'm saying? But a part of me feel like Kim does sometimes Photoshop her face to look less difficult. You know what I'm saying? Look less how she looks. You know what I'm saying? But like the scroll on her page, oh, here goes, she at least posted somebody else who had a picture. But I'm like, oh, see, so back in 2022, you know, Kim's old face, her original face, she was gorgeous. When Kim came out with little titties and this itty bitty, powerful woman, no one said, you know what, y'all, she needs surgery. You know, she should get bigger boobs, a bigger butt. Like, no one wanted that. And Kim just did work herself that fully changed her whole, okay, Kim. They go OD back in 2022. You know what I'm saying? Kim was that bitch. And I think sometimes she forget that we know what she used to look like back in the day. And like your face currently, you know, it just looks different, Kim. You know, no tea, no shade. But like, you can't troll us and say, "Oh, y'all thought it was a Photoshop." We thought it could be. It could be because you look completely different than the lady right here. Biggie would not recognize her. Pull a tink. Anyway, y'all, that's Kim's old face. Diddy. Child, Diddy wants to escape. Diddy trying to escape. He's trying to break out. He's like, free me. No, nigga, you in jail. Okay? You're in jail for a reason. You did it. Okay? But Diddy is demanding an immediate release. Okay? Claiming judge punished him for charges. If y'all can hear stuff, that's the neighbor upstairs. Anyway, but he's saying the judge in this case punished him for charging the jury rejected. He's pushing for freedom sooner rather than later. They filed a federal appeal, and they want, hey, we want to get out immediately. Okay, he's saying, hey, judge, overturn my conviction. Okay, I want an immediate release. Okay, or at least in the case back for a lighter sentence. Bitch, you only got 4 years. Okay, it's only 4 years. The defendant argued that the punishment handed down went far beyond the jury's verdict supported. He's on 4 years. Okay, for that and whatever. They're saying that The judge relied on evidence tied to the acquittal charges when determining the sentence. They accused the judge of stepping out of his role and writing that he acted as a 13th juror. Technically, all judges are a 13th juror because they have to then, sentence you. So technically, the judge is a 13th juror. Okay? If the defendants typically get sentenced to less than 15 months for these offenses, even when coercion, which the jury didn't find here, is involved. They also argued that the judge findings trumped the verdict and led to the highest sentence ever imposed for any remotely similar defendant. Well, guess what? Oh, fucking well. Okay? Oh, fucking well. You committed a crime. You were found guilty on, two of the charges. And I just need you to understand that don't nobody care, Diddy. I don't think anyone feels like, hey, Diddy got unfair sentencing. It's like it's only 4 years. Even if, at the end of the day, you did more than what you were found guilty of. So stop trying to get off. You're going to be out in like 2 years. Deal with it a little bit. See, Diddy wants to get out, and I don't like it. Lastly, because I just saw this, Cardi and Stefan did this child. Look, it's the music playing. Hold on, let me see. Music. Hold on, I got to put it on me. Cardi is showing her and Stefan Diggs' home because I believe they live together. Okay, the multiple Christmas tree. Because it's Cardi and her kids. Stefan got a kid or two. Okay, the little footballs on the tree. And I'm like, Cardi is really letting y'all know, bitch, I am done here. Okay, look at little minis. I'm a little Minnie Mouse. A different tree for all the children, so that every kid has their own tree in this house and whatnot. Okay, we love the babies. Okay, it said Merry Christmas Eve from me and my cubs. So y'all, what's a little pink little boo-boo tree? Oh, look at Culture. It's so cute. Look at Blossom. Child, not a slick back girl, little slick back. And on the idiot, what's the baby name? We don't know the baby name yet. The itty bitty baby was Stefan. But again, Cardi, like, I'm out here, ho. Okay. Now Stefan also was right here posting.
Trying to show y'all, listen. Anybody on the block, man, like, I'm feeling festive. I ain't have all this growing up. You know what I'm saying? Check out my competition. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even got no lights up. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to house lit up on the block. Who want to bump, man? They ain't got, look, that's Rudolph right there. Ask me.
Child, I know Offset somewhere swinging at the air. Okay. Anyway, y'all, guess what I am? I'm done. I'm gonna probably redo my. I'm gonna put Cardi in the middle because I added Cardi and Stefan. Either way, we got almost a 2-hour tour today. Merry Christmas Eve. Okay, because it's Christmas in about an hour. Merry Christmas Eve. Okay. I don't think I'm going to come on tomorrow because I feel like I want to chill out. Okay, I'm be the Lions come on tomorrow. Okay, I'm be tired and whatnot. But again, maybe tomorrow night I may pop on for a quick second. I'm not sure. I don't know. If I do not come on live tomorrow, okay, I want to say Merry Christmas. Okay, to everybody. Wait, hold on. Okay, Merry Christmas. Okay, to everyone, have a good time. Y'all celebrate with y'all families. Get y'all some good food in y'all system and stuff. Feliz Navidad. Okay, and whatever you celebrate, happy that to you. Yeah. Okay, but again, I had a good time tonight. A good little show was done. Y'all make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and comment in the comment section. And I will talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Merry Christmas. Okay, bye.